Okay, so here is the second half. We cross, we ride to the sound of the guns, we run the artillery to ground, and basically I write history. No, I'm just joking. It's a fun game. Anybody who is into the turn-based, the hex world, you old timers out there, or folks who are new, this is definitely a game that is fun and has a wealth of history, and it's got the Swedish tutorial, which you simply can't beat. So here is the second half. Um, and again, thanks for watching, subscribing, and visiting the channel. So I'm out. Enjoy.
I Guds namn, till anfall! Med Gud och konung för fosterlandet! Låt ryssen få skrämselhicka.
So right here, I've crossed at the ford with my cavalry. I ran the artillery batteries down, and now I'm just cleaning it up. Just kind of wash that side of the river. And I'm hoping to draw forces away from the bridge, but we shall see. Now, you will notice that you cannot move through 1,000 guys in front of you or 300 guys in front of you. You have to kind of follow along. So I did kind of have a little bit of a traffic jam crossing the bridge, but that also kind of works because if you put your musketeers, grenadiers, and pikemen, or for here it was musketeers first because they had a lot of pikes. So I went musketeers, grenadiers, pikemen to force my way, and it worked. Now we have crossed in force, and I'm organizing that side as well as I'm organizing on both sides of the river at this point. And the Russian forces are just completely disorganized. They don't know what to do. And historically, it sort of went in a similar vein. The Russians kind of fell apart. Swedish training and will to fight, I think, from the historical accounts. It was very interesting that the numerical superiority was on the Russian side. And you'll see in the numbers there. And so you almost have to read the historical accounts of the beginning of Charles XII and why. It's a very fascinating thing. That this kind of repeats itself in the Napoleonic era with Russian troops, at least up until 1812. So, kind of an interesting kind of observation. But anyway, now I'm just cleaning it up, and the game is fun. There is flanking. There is there's 2 fire phases. So when you charge, the other team gets a chance to shoot first, kind of retaliatory or protective, prescriptive fire, if you will. So when you charge an enemy and they're musketeers, they're going to shoot you. The grenadiers have a grenade that goes off. They can use once per battle. So So you kind of pick your spots with it. Otherwise, there's just 168 guys with muskets, and they're good at it, but there's still only 168. And you can see some of the unit sizes are, thousands of horsemen, thousands of pikemen, or thousands of musketeers, and in the hundreds of pikes. So yeah, this will look real familiar for a lot of folks, but the game does play, and we are playing in a thunderstorm right now, so that's the lightning flashes and the rain in the background. So yeah, those flashes, it helps the whole ambiance. Plus, everybody's talking in Swedish. Again, you gotta love it. So at this point, I'm basically trying to figure out how to finish this battle if the AI is just going to quit or if they're going to move off the map. So I really don't know what the AI is going to do at this point. So I moved the road to Narva, and I prescribe to beating him like a base, just beating him. And I always figured the AI was going to retreat to Narva because historically the Russians ran back to Narva. But in this one, they don't. So what you're watching now is me trying to figure out how to wipe this out in as few turns as possible. So, and there is a result screen. I think I left it in. But yeah, you should check out this game. It's on Steam. Great Battles of Carolus the 12th. It is $6, I believe. $6 US. Yes, $5.99. And it's good stuff. Grand Mini Studios, May 16th. The update history real quick. November 21st was the last bug fix. October 21st, new maps and new features. So it's been out. I found it, I think, the holiday sale, the sale right before the holiday sale. It's historical, it's strategy, it's indie. Let's see. Bouncing here, and yes, it's all in Swedish when you go to the website. It's pretty wild. The whole thing is in Swedish. Grand Mini Studios Sweden at protonmail.com. That's his email. Great Battles of Carolus the 12th. Ron Talke, Grand Mini, Ron Tata, Grand Mini Studios. So there you go. So yeah, out there doing their thing on in the great world. So check them out. And I will talk to you later. Stick to the end, of course. See how it plays out. See what you like the maps. I kind of monk around with it and see what I can do in the final moments. And I noticed the names stay with the units even though you turn the map. So it's got some freedom and flexibility, and I kind of like the art style too. So, but anyway, again, thanks so much. More stuff coming out in 23, and I am out.